RagnaroK. Creator, Bunny. Dark. Cube. Round of 10. Group B. Africa TV, Free Cup Studios, live. 2022 GSL Season 2.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be going into our next best of 3. I got to say, I'm really surprised that RagnaroK managed to pull that off. But look, man, he played really well, especially in that third game, shutting down that third base. And I think Creator is still a major threat. You know, in this tournament overall. I think he very well could go to the finals. But I'll tell you, man, if you can trip up a Protoss player early, they're just not going to have any steam behind them, you know, when they get into the late game.
For sure, for sure. And you know what? I'm not really that rattled about that. Like, RagnaroK is a dangerous player. He did a good job choosing his strats, and he executed them well. And it's kind of like Hero yesterday, right? Like, Hero started off with a loss. We're not worried about him. I know it was against Maru, but, you know, RagnaroK is deadly. So let's go into this second match now. We're going to have a Terran vs. Zerg. Bunny going up against Dark.
Yeah.
Now, Bunny, I would still put him as top 3 Terran. Like, remember for a little bit he rose up like really strongly and looked like almost Maru level, like he looked above everyone else. I would say right now I might put Cure above him. Like, obviously Maru is always #1. Like, Maru could get hit by a train and it would be like 3 years before anyone catches up to him probably. But yeah, I would probably put Bunny about 3rd best Terran right now. Like, I think he's still very good, but yeah, it's not as crazy as he looked like, what was it, 2 seasons ago, where he looked like really good?
Yeah, for sure. This is going to be a fun one, man. I've always been excited to see Bunny come out here. I think he's one of the few Terrans that can actually really make a Zerg like Dark really work if he's going to win. I do think if I had to pick a winner, probably maybe 60%, 55% Dark.
Yeah, I think that's so. That might be fair.
All right, guys, we're ready for game 1 on Nautilus 2. Let's go.
I came for war.
Team NV, Bunny. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark.
So we got cross spawns on this map. This is usually better for the Zerg overall.
Yeah. I was actually lost there for a second. I'm like, Taze, this is always cross spawn, but then I realized you're on Nautilus. But yeah, it's such a far push distance that it's really difficult to apply consistent pressure.
Yeah.
Closer spawns, it's actually pretty good for Terran, I think, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Zerg is kind of stuck in a little bit of a quadrant, and you can kind of push him down. But yeah, this will be tough for Bunny, and I'm not sure what he's going to do to kind of counteract that.
Yeah, like it's going to be interesting. I mean, one thing to keep in mind is, like, if you're close to each other in almost any matchup, there's always like some kind of rush you can do. But if you have a normal developing game, it is definitely just kind of more beneficial to the Zerg. You can just kind of flourish on the map. One thing about this map is it really is kind of split up into 4 corners, which might sound silly because like all maps have 4 corners, but this one really, it's like 4 quadrants that you're in. Yeah. And Zerg can struggle to get off of that other quadrant.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because you're like, well, it sounds funny because all maps have 4 corners, but not exactly, right?
Yeah, like, but you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
right? Like,
any other map, it's like, okay, yeah, maybe 2 of the corners are like this base that's really far away from everything else, but that's it, right?
Yeah.
But no, certainly the quadrant-like play is an interesting factor here. You know, I do wonder if we could ever have just like a 4-player map that works really well Like, I mean, Nautilus is not a terrible map. We've had a few different 4-player maps that were pretty rough, but I think Nautilus is not terrible. I just wonder if there's some way to, like, they put the speed zone in the center to try to help cross spawn, right? Yeah. But maybe just like, could we make a map a little bit smaller so it's a little bit closer together? That's a 4-player map.
I actually would kind of welcome that. You know, I think that we're definitely on the bigger side of maps here for StarCraft 2, right? But I wouldn't mind some smaller maps. Like the distances, you could still be that far apart, but just less like wideness of it, I guess.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways to make a map smaller. This is like something that I've realized for a long time. It's like we have lingo that we use in StarCraft, but it's not the most accurate best lingo, right? Like when we talk about how big or small a map is, that can mean not only like how many pixels the whole map is, but also it can mean like how open certain areas are and like how much terrain is in the way.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So, it does seem like right now in StarCraft 2 our longest matchup is TVZ, by the way. Does seem like statistically, if we have 2 players that are really, really good.
I think it did change to that. With less Sky Toss, I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
The more Sky Toss there's, I think it goes to PVZ.
True. I think, yeah.
But it matters, I guess, just what style people are using.
Right.
But yeah, I think TVZ's become pretty long.
So, I
feel like we don't get many TVTs anymore.
Actually, I was just thinking about that because, you know, a lot of times we would say TVT is a super long matchup, but I feel like, yeah, we don't actually get that many TVTs. Yeah. I think it's like the circumstance of our brackets.
And TY and Innovation are gone, right? Once upon a time.
That's true, yeah.
When the 4 Horsemen were all in shape, it's like you get so many TVTs. It was crazy.
Yeah, and even though, like, Beyond was one of the 4 Horsemen, it was never like, you know, TVT was really our focal point for him, really.
Oh, absolutely not, yeah. Definitely was the weak link in that matchup, at least. Well, just a little bit of pressure going on here from Bunny. He does have Banshees coming out. One is already out, I believe, and then the second one being made along with Cloak. We'll see what he's able to do. Oh, a Nidus. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe this isn't going to be long at all. Looks like he's going to try to hit him and hit him hard. And I'll tell you what, man, I don't think, you know, from a Terrence perspective, you would be expecting this in these positions, right?
No.
It's almost like it's a good strategy because it's not like necessary to do it all.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if I'm a Terran and I see cross spawns, I think, all right, this is going to be a tough one. I'm going to have to really try to push hard, which means I might want to be like really focused on just development and not like, you know, attacking too early. But then a move like this, and this might actually just kill Bunny. I think we might be going immediately into game 2.
His army is too out of position. I think that's the really big problem here. It's not the scariest group of units. Like if all of his units were closer to his base, so much more doable, but as is, oh man, this is rough.
Yeah,
and look, he throws a Nidus down under where you're going to make the siege tank. That is his sickest block. And what units can that Nidus make now with a Tech Lab attached?
I think this game's over. I mean, let's see if he can try to come back up here and fight, but like, this is brutal, man.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
And, you know, if this, in fact, the army's not even kind of positioned that well here.
He's bursting down this queen as best he can. A lot of damage going on to everything. Add-ons going down. This additional base having a hard time. Yeah, oh man, the amount of damage is pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is brutal. The Banshees are trying to do some damage. The SCVs have now been pulled. I just can't see him recovering. So many links now doing so much damage over here. Transfuse is going down as well.
He even goops the factory to slow down the siege tank.
The
whole position on the SCVs really smart there for a moment to screw up the AI, but then of course the attacks begin once again.
Yeah.
The SCVs being reduced just so much.
Remember when we said that this was the longest matchup? Well, this game is not going to be one of them.
Well, that was a very aggressive play here from Dark.
Yeah, only 7 workers remaining here. Now 3, 2, 1. Where's that last SCV at? Can we find him? There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Listen, bro, we're going to need you to build a lot of stuff in the future. Okay, so Dark takes that game. Interesting strategy to pull out. Like, I guess because it's cross-spawn, you're actually... Not only are you already ahead, being very far away from the Terran, but then you abuse that because you know that he is going to be so far from his base, like, to get back in time to defend a Nidus is actually very tough.
Yeah.
That's That's kind of second-level dirt stuff right there.
That was a really brainy move by him, honestly.
Yeah.
And you can see it from Bunny's perspective. He's like, all right, cross spawns. This is a brutal one. Let's get a little bit greedy. Let's power up.
Sure.
Let's focus on trying to control the 2 corners of the map that the Zerg's not in, and then bam, Anitas is already in there.
That is tough.
And so we're going to go to 2,000 atmospheres here for map number 2.
All right, let's see if Bunny can do a little bit better here. I don't think we'll see anything like that out of Dark again. I think that was a one-time tonight type of deal.
All right, guys. Game 2 has loaded up. Bunny vs. Dark continues on.
I came for war. I came for war.
Look at this. Eye for an eye, Artosis.
Yeah, I guess so.
She's
Double
from the
proxy
Terran this time
racks.
around.
Let's go. Yeah, so 2 proxy racks. Let's see which double proxy racks this is, because
We don't have a third SCV, so yeah, it is just 2. You're right.
yeah, with 2 nowadays, we have seen, I want to say 4 times, maybe 5 times now. Oh, this is hilarious.
Dude.
Well, Dark looking pretty good at the beginning of this group.
Yeah.
But I was going to talk about the Marine into Reaper opener that we've seen a few times. But obviously, nothing like that can occur now. Pool going down for Dark. Back at home, we have the barracks being made. Yeah.
This is brutal.
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy? Welcome
Thanks
to the
for coming
studio.
down.
Yeah, man. This is this literally could not be worse. He's gonna put another eBay here.
Oh wow. He's gonna get 1-1 this early?
It's actually, is that worth it to get 2 like that?
Yeah,
Look at that
I think
much?
so. Like,
Yeah,
look
I
at
guess
how
so.
much lost mining time there is. He already has these SCVs out on the map.
I'm kind of glad we saw this for the start of the game because it's kind of a cool,
Yeah.
like a response to this where it's like he still is able to trip up the Zerg, you know, some way.
And the Ro.10 going down is actually very interesting as well, because a lot of times we've seen in the past that if you do a 2 barracks proxy, whether it works well or doesn't work well, double command center is oftentimes what goes next. Oh my god.
Okay, but there's a point in time where you can't just keep making eBays, right?
What if you put an eBay on every base?
Yeah.
Then Zerg can't expand.
But I mean, isn't there going to be like a lot of momentum then with the Ling and Roach pressure that's coming up here? I mean, you've spent so much money on these eBays to block stuff. You're not developing at home.
Well, you're going to see them coming because there's so many eBays on the way. There's no way to dodge them.
And a command center starts. 1 Reaper's out and 1 Marine's being made. Again, no add-on on that barracks.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't remove the eBay in his natural with those Lings. Okay, he's bringing a Queen down to do it. But this has to start looking suspicious. All right, Reaper checks, finds a base at the 3rd. 4 Lings coming up, they're not going to get anything done. Okay, Reaper sees the Roaches.
Yeah.
This is an easy hold, honestly. Like, I guess you can go Ravager and, like, screw around with that, but I'm not afraid for Bunny here. I think he's totally fine.
Yeah, I think he's going to be okay here. More Roaches are going to be coming up. Let's watch closely, though. If anything gets messed up here early on, you can end up just dying. I think you're probably right, though, Artosis. He probably should be fine, but, you know.
The Ravagers are annoying, but
yeah,
there's not enough to you know, be that scary.
What a funny set of games this is,
yeah,
these 2 so far here.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so he's going to get a couple more Ravager shots over here. This is going to force the SCVs to repair. I think that could even hit the SCV if you're not careful.
Yeah. Gotta pull that one back.
He needs to have more repairing, I think, here.
I think he's got like enough with the 5 down there, and then Cyclone is like halfway done.
Yeah,
like,
maybe you're right. I thought it was like just almost to the tipping point there.
Yeah, he's just like I like how he's laying the biles. It's really smart. He should really bring 1 more over, I think, though, at this point. Thing is, you get in range of the actual Ravager attack itself, but you definitely don't want to lose this. So, all right, there we go. And I mean, if you kill the Overlord, it's over.
Oh,
Whoa, dude!
That was insane.
My God. Yeah, that is one thing you can't have happen.
Yeah, no.
Okay, Banshee on the way. I mean, maybe you get some harassment done. Obviously, that gives you a lot of stability against any aggression.
Well, this is a little bit annoying for the Terran. You know, you do want to try to get that CC land and start to soak up those resources. And he can't quite get down the ramps just yet. When the Banshee gets there, though, he will be able to get down for sure.
Oh yeah, it'll be super easy at that point. In fact, yeah, even this Cyclone is doing a pretty good job over time. Oh, careful though, careful!
It's like I was saying, man. You really got to be careful. If you overextend with that Cyclone and lose it, I mean, you just don't have any control over the game anymore.
You're definitely right about that.
No, okay. I thought he was going to go right into that. More Lings are going to come up. He could actually end up catching the Cyclone here.
Yeah, there's a possibility he turns around and snaps it. But nice zoning Biles there.
Oh my god, the Lings are going to get up here. Dude, Dark is playing out of his mind, honestly.
Yeah, he's
it's
playing
kind
some
of
nice
crazy.
StarCraft, man, for sure. He's being like really creative, and I feel like, I mean, Bunny with like 4 eBays at the beginning of the game, that was kind of neat. That was nifty. I don't think the game is lost or anything, by the way. I like Dark's position maybe just slightly more at the moment, but it's not even that much better with 2 Banshees out. Oh, he lost the Cyclone somewhere. Cyclone's dead.
Oh, yeah, I don't think we had that on camera, but
not the biggest deal. It's,
no, I mean, it's not the end of the world.
That thing does not scale unless you're going mech.
So, again, more harassment coming up here.
Dude, there's actually a lot of Lings on the map right now.
Yeah, I think he's really sensed a little bit of weakness here.
Oh,
and the thing is, these SCVs are just, well, actually he's not going to do as many kills as I thought he would. Oh, he actually spills over, excuse me.
Lets him in. He does have enough Marines to push these back now. How many actual kills will he end up getting on SCVs? 32 against 47, but there is a 3rd command center. So you can actually replace these SCVs reasonably quickly. Nothing in the bunker at that natural. It just finished anyways.
And the tank goes down as well here. Hold on, is he just going to win this with the Lings?
Yeah. Well, again, technically, I think that you kill the Lings here, but he's taking so much damage.
Yeah, no, this looks like it's going to be fatal.
This is over now, I think.
Yeah, the Banshees are going to come back, but, like, Terran is limping through this game right now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I feel like he's shuffling through this game because he's actually a zombie at this point.
Yeah, Stim is about to finish. And, I mean, it's rough, man. Spire goes down. It does seem like he's stopped with the Lings. He's going to go hard into drones and just continue to power up.
Yeah, and with that Spire, like, you're just never going to be able to defend the Mutas. Lings trying to come up. Oh, just run right up in the main base.
Oh, that's one way to do it.
All right, a lot of Lings coming in and trying to get on top of all this. Oh, man. But even if he loses all these Lings, does that matter? No.
Okay, coming up here. There it is, GG.
Yeah. Rough one for Bunny.
I mean, that was not the kind of series I thought we were going to have there. I thought it was going to be long, dramatic, late-game tech, fighting over, you know, tons and tons and tons of bases, but apparently not.
Yeah, yeah. Very well done there from Dark. I mean, he was super aggressive. He just finished him off.
Yeah.
That's that. And he really honestly didn't even show anything. Right? Like, he showed some cheesy play. Like, that second game was very reactive.
Right.
He didn't want to make that Roach Warren.
Right.
But there were so many eBays he had to. The only real counter to eBays is Roaches.
Guys, we're going to go to a break. Coming up next is going to be RagnaroK versus Cure, another ZVT. We'll see you in a minute.